Hello, my name is George Weedman, and I think I made some fairly bad decisions just now. I think I actually should have stopped my usual routine of upgrading power instead of health and focused on health, because there's common enemies and a very unusual boss whose health meter depends more on how much you can get used to the timing of QTEs rather than just efficiently dealing damage with your regular weapons to him up here. And he's also the last time I'm going to be using regular weapons. I hope my memory serves me correctly, but if my memory serves me correctly, you don't get the polearm, or, well, optional weapons, during the final boss battle with Armstrong either. Which means that upgrading the damage for those is only going to help me against these little pitiful baby enemies. Was that my last RP grenade? I still have an EM grenade though. Let's see if it works on this flyer. I've never needed to do this since the very beginning of the game. No, it didn't work on him. No. How many are there? There are only 2, correct. I'm gonna toss a jamming grenade. And then I'm going to dive kick, chop. No, you can't send back up. I tossed a jam grenade. That was the idea. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Well, I guess jam grenades don't work. That's disappointing. That's like finding out that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. No wonder I never used jam grenades in this game. I like how cyborgs have EXIF data, like a JPEG. Anyways, I think I was talking earlier about the sanctity of the Metal Gear Solid canon and what this game does to it. And I know that also a lot of people are like really angry that this game mucks with Raiden's character arc at the end of 4, and also, well, I think I was talking earlier about Canon and how weird the canon is at this part in the series, and it is. It gets weird. Like, this game screws with Raiden's the end of his character arc at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, and like, it does. There are a lot of people who don't like this game because of that, because it tarnishes the storyline of a character from a previous installment, and it's not like they're wrong. It's just, in a way, I think everyone involved with Metal Gear Solid internally has kind of given up on trying to take it seriously, whereas all the fanboys will never try to give up on taking it seriously. Like, that was supposed to happen at number 2. At this point in the series history, both in real life and in the canonical internal timeline of this universe, it just seems like everything happening is not going to be as relevant as it was before. That's kind of the burden of making a long-lasting series of any kind of fictional property, is that the more installments you have in it, the more contrived the excuses to make another installment are going to sound. That's not that that's a good thing, it's just kind of sheds some light on why this game exists. In 2001, Kojima said he wanted to stop making Metal Gear Solid games, and that number 2 would be the last. Later on, he would say that number 3 would be the last, and then later on he would say that number 4 would be the last, and the whole reason why he keeps having to make more, now he's not even saying that number 5 will be the last, like, he might just keep it going, is that this increasingly ridiculous, illogical, convoluted universe is posing more and more plot holes and more questions for the fanboys to make fan theories over, and for them to make increasingly contrived storylines to fill in. In a weird way, this game doesn't do that as much, because it, like, outright forgets about the stuff Raiden says at the end of number 4, and I don't know, like, And on another level, I know that I like make a lot of videos and stuff trying to dissect the plot of these games, but they're still like games. It's still fiction. I don't know how how much I can bring myself to care about it. I'm not going to lose sleep over this game mucking with the canon, and the Metal Gear Solid series itself is mucked with the canon to an extent far greater than this game by itself does. Like Big Boss forgetting Eva's tape at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3, like that's a canon muck-up. Otacon retroactively plagiarizing his father's designs for Metal Gear, which were retroactively plagiarized from Granon's designs for Metal Gear. Like that's a retcon. It's trying to make sense of Metal Gear is exhausting to think about on its own, let alone explaining it while playing Metal Gear. But in real life, in the actual timeline of the world that we live in, and not the world of these games, Kojima does not care as much anymore. Like, I've come to accept that. He said he wanted to stop doing this series a long-ass time ago, and now he's saying that the next game in the series is not going to be the last like he usually does. Like, I think he's just come to accept that he will never make a popular game again that is not a Metal Gear game. And if we were to see Metal Gear sequels or spin-offs, I'd rather see spin-offs and not sequels, done without Kojima. I'd much rather see them done in this style, where they attempt something different, and they change the name to sound significantly different, and they put it at a part in the timeline that the fans aren't going to care about as much. They make it star characters that the fans aren't going to care about as much, and make them coherent, self-contained storylines. Like, I think I was talking earlier about how they completely changed the part of the series timeline that Metal Gear Rising takes place in, for a lot of reasons. I'm sure one of them was indeed to allow Platinum to create scenarios that fit their style rather than Konami's style, or Koji Pro's style, but I'm also sure that, yeah, 180 health. I'm probably going to want to upgrade that to 200 before I begin the boss battles. But also remember the central theme of this story. It is relativity and conflict. It's about making this weird, surreal, uncomfortable black comedy about relativity and conflict. I don't know how easy that would have been to do in the original play setting of this game, which would be between number 2 and 4. It probably would have been more about some stupid soap opera bullshit instead of a really entertaining popcorn black comedy about moral relativity and conflict. So in a way, like, I think it's okay. Like, not totally inexcusable. Like, in a perfect world, this project would have just gone off without a hitch from beginning to end, but what they have been able to scrap up from it was still one of my favorite games of this generation. Well, yeah, one of my favorite games of this generation. I think New Vegas is still number 1 and Bayonetta is still number 2, but this is probably, like, somewhere in the, either the late single digits or early teens. I'm gonna try to shut up for a second and concentrate on this fight, and also probably not add to the fire that I'm sure a lot of people listening to me rant about how silly Metal Gear Solid is at this point and probably feeling. Because, like, I'm still getting comments about how dumb this game is as far late as, like, part 9. Like, there are people talking about how silly and dumb and brain dead of a game it is to be a Metal Gear game, and, like, I'm sorry that there are a lot of people out there who can't enjoy a really campy plot like this, because I enjoy campy plots. I talked all about it in the critical close-up of number 3. That's why I like 3 so much, because it's campy. It just seems to me like camp is a very, very familiar concept in this franchise. What was I just saying? Look at this. This is funny. I don't see how you could look at this thing in front of my face right now and not, like, at least have a light, healthy chuckle. So, if I remember right, you don't want to be bordered up against the invisible walls at the edge of the arena here. You want to start your dodge when these arms begin their ascent. Whew. I meant to say descent. I wonder how damage values work in Revengeance mode. Man, I probably should have restarted a few more times than I did to give myself some more health packs here, though. But I don't know how much of a problem that'll be, because I'll still have, health regens coming from some geckos that spawn in later. I thought he was supposed to jump. Oh. Well, that means that's a one-hit KO. Okay, okay, things are gonna get interesting here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something really stupid. Huh. I'm guessing you can dodge that. Because it gives you the, okay. Holy shit! This might be more doable than I thought now. Oh, wow! I wonder if you can get a perfect parry on those. 0.1? 0.1? No way. Oh man, do I have pseudo unlimited health right now? Wow, people complain about the invincibility frames in Dark Souls 2, but holy shit! Oh my gosh, my back was facing... This is awesome! I just wish I had a health pack. Yeah, let's see how long I can keep it up. So far, it seems fairly well. You know, most normal people would be worried about having 0.1% health, but I know those geckos are gonna spawn in sooner or later, and it's not like I can get hit on my way there anyway. Whoa! Okay, okay. I just thought of something. Halfway through the boss battle, I'm going to be hitting a checkpoint. And if it turns out that hitting that checkpoint with 0.1% health is not such a good idea, then I'm not going to want to hit that checkpoint with 0.1% health. Okay, there. Because you can get stuck at this guy for quite a long while. My first time through, I actually got stuck at him on normal mode because I did not know about the geckos that you can refill your health on. I feel good though. I feel better knowing that I can parry this giant robot body slam, just like in the first boss battle. Why did I ever doubt myself? Alright, dodge! Blade trigger mode whipper. Mash Y. Turn it off. Ninja run forward. Hopefully I can outlast his first wave of attacks with more health. I like this. I like where this is going. I don't feel quite as intimidated anymore. Because I did not know the dodges work so well on this guy. Look at that! He hit me! He hit me and it did not register just because I pressed the stupid button. Man, he must be pissed off right now. This is, all of a sudden, wow, the sides have, the tables have turned, my friend. You're not quite so high and mighty anymore. You have a giant fighting spider robot. I have a combo dodge function. Oh, this game is so cool. I'm actually really interested to see how long I can keep it up. Okay, I'm gonna laugh my ass off if you can just parry through a stomp from that thing. That would be... let's see. Yeah! Oh, that took away about, who knows how many points. I wasn't counting. I'm gonna guess 40, so... I still got a couple left in me. He's about to hit 75. Yeah! Oh, God, I'm low now, though. Is this gonna be the 0.1? No, this is the 12. That is ridiculous. I'm about to hit the checkpoint. I'm fairly certain it's 75. Yeah, there we go. should drink some Gatorade. $59.6. Let's see how long I can last at 0.1% health. Oh, cool. Y, X, Y, 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 Y. Cancel, down, up, Y. Cancel, down, up, Y. It's not doing it. Up, up, Y. There we go. Up, up, Y. Ah, I missed the last one. Oh well. Alright, now shouldn't geckos be jumping in? Yeah, there they go. I'm gonna want to jump over the laser. Whoa. Ah, okay. Ugh. Whenever someone inside of a giant piece of machinery makes pain noises, I just kinda like to imagine them stubbing their toes on something. Like if they keep Legos around in there. Because it's not like I'm causing him bodily damage. He's fairly well protected inside of a giant, ridiculous crab spider robot thing. And he also is made of metal. So this boss battle is very much... Well, I can't really say very much, but I think it is a nice symmetrical callback to the Metal Gear Ray battle in the very beginning of this game, where you fight through various phases of a big robot that shoots out continuous solid laser beams like that, and you also end it in a very similar manner. Dodge. Huh, I can slide again. It's been a while since I've been allowed to slide, because Sam and Sundowner are both really good at countering your slide move, which is fairly overpowered, or not necessarily overpowered, but reliable for the rest of the game. I wonder if RPGs work on this guy. At this point, it almost feels like an RPG would be undercompensating against him, but seeing as how I'm chipping it down fairly efficiently with just a sword, I don't even rely on there being conventional logic to the rules of engagement of this universe. Oh, cool. I got some Ripper Trigger. What's he down to now? 29, 28. Alright, do I parry? Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah! Is this it? Oh yeah, I said it was a callback earlier. Those are the same animations that Raiden uses when he slashes off bits of Ray armor in the beginning of the game. Here we are right towards the very end of the game, and it's making a nice symmetrical conclusion to what we opened up with. Alright, that's 2 legs chopped off. Checkpoint! Beautiful. Also, remember how in the beginning of the game, you mash the Ray's arm, which causes him to pick the Ray up and slam him down? And then right when you think you've seen it all, something completely unexpected happens, and you go into a goddamn sword fight. Whoa. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button, but it checkpointed, so I don't really have to worry about that. Jesus Christ. This is... Why? It never gets old. Like, this is the fifth or sixth time I've been seeing this. It is just... It's too much. Oh, God. And look at all those particle effects. And you know what doesn't happen at all with the Ray fight is a little QTE parry exchange with him, nor do you go into blade mode and start slashing the Ray up with its own limbs. This is the climatic resolution here. I'm not gonna stop until it makes me. What am I at now? 58 parts? I can't change the direction. Oh, yes I can. Let's get some nice multipliers in there. I have the biggest grin right now. I got a D. I don't care. That took 31 minutes. I don't care. That was payoff. Whew. Alright, they have an internet argument. It's absolutely hilarious. Stuff like, whoa, what the hell's going on? This isn't supposed to happen. I guess we'll find out next time. When the final fight happens. He does kind of look like Hagar.